Imagine you're sitting alone in your car late at night. The parking lot is empty. The streetlights flicker in the cold air. And suddenly, two children walk up to your car window. They look normal at first, but then you notice something that makes your heart stop. Their eyes are completely black, and they say something that chills you to the bone. Let us in. This story begins in 1996 in Abilene, Texas. A journalist named Brian Bethel was sitting in his car outside a movie theater. It was late at night, and the parking lot was almost empty. He was writing a check to drop in the mailbox. Suddenly, two boys appeared next to his car. They looked around 10 to 12 years old. One of them knocked on the window. Brian rolled the window down just a little. The boy leaned closer and said politely, "Hey, mister, can you give us a ride home?" At first, nothing seemed strange. But then, something felt wrong. Very wrong. Brian later said that the moment he looked at them, he felt a sudden wave of unexplainable fear. The boys spoke calmly. Almost too calmly, one of them said. "We just need a ride to our house to get money for the movie." But Brian suddenly noticed something horrifying. The boys were hiding their eyes. They kept their heads slightly down. Then, one of them looked up. And that's when Brian saw it. Their eyes were completely black. No white, no pupils, just pure darkness. The boy suddenly spoke again, but this time his voice sounded different, almost emotionless. "Let us in your car." Brian felt something in his mind telling him not to do it. Every instinct in his body screamed danger. The boys stepped closer, and the second boy said something even stranger. "We can't come in unless you invite us." Brian froze. For a second, he actually thought about unlocking the door, but something deep inside his mind told him, "Don't." Brian suddenly started his car. The boys looked angry. One of them said again, "Let us in." But Brian didn't wait. He slammed the gas pedal and drove away. When he looked in the rearview mirror, the boys were gone. Completely gone, no more footprints, no shadows, nothing. Just an empty parking lot. Years later, Brian shared his story online, and something shocking happened. Other people began sharing almost identical stories. People from different countries and different cities, all describing the same thing. Children appearing at night, knocking on doors, asking to be let inside. To this day, no one knows what these children really are. Some believe they are ghosts. Others believe they might be demons. Skeptics say the stories might simply be modern urban legends. But the strangest part is this. In almost every story, the children say the same words. So if you ever hear a knock on your door late at night, before you open it, take a look at their eyes. Because if they're completely black, you might have just met the black-eyed children.